What is PSM? PSM is a smart way to protect our company from cyber threats by focusing on how people interact with technology. It's not just about the systems and tech. It's about making sure like everybody in your organization, from like top level management to other team members, knows how to stay safe and vigilant. So the next is like why focus on people? So because humans are the like primary target for cyber criminals. But with PSM, like we can flip that around and make like our strongest defense. The people, like we can make the people our strongest defense. So with this, we have our AAP model. So to ensure our people are best defense, we use this model which says assess, aware, protect, and empower. So the TSAT, our first product TSAT, it helps us to assess like how much aware our team is about the cybersecurity threats by running mock attacks and finding weak spots. Then we have TLMS that makes it simple to keep our team aware about the latest threats with interactive cybersecurity courses, fun quizzes like cyber comics and etc. Then we have our third product, which is TDMARC, which protects our domain and emails, preserving our brand reputation and ensuring seamless email delivery. And finally, we have our TPIR, which empowers users to quickly identify report suspicious emails with just a single report button. So moving towards the next slide, before we begin with the slide, I would like to just go through the ROI of cybersecurity awareness. So we have two graphs to illustrate the difference for basically a year-long campaign and a 6-month break campaign. So the graph illustrates a year-long campaign, the first graph that's run by the organizations, like where there is no gap between the phases. So like starting in the March 2024, breach time gradually increased, peaking at 800 seconds by the end. Then the rise of suggestions, the rise suggests, that employees have become more aware of potential threats, showing improved vigilance. So simultaneously, phishing risk rate dropped significantly from like 55% to near 4%, indicating heightened employee awareness and proactive behavior in like identifying threats. And then the link click rate also like declined sharply from like 75% to in March 2024 to close to 6% by like early 2025. As you can see, the second graph, which is a 6 months break graph. So this indicates that the employee became more vigilant, like aware about the cyber threat. However, like there are many organizations, like especially if you see in the manufacturing industries, campaigns are often run like followed by a break. So they have to take a break between like around like 4 to 6 months in between. So what happens is in this case, like as shown, in the current data, the fish risk rate, and the breach time remained at similar levels like before and after the break also. Like there is no noticeable improvement. So what we suggest is that we suggest that the effectiveness of the short term campaigns with breaks may not lead to significant changes in employee behavior, but therefore like we advise, it's advisable for the organizations to run a continuous year-long campaign like without no breaks to maintain that consistency, to improvise the cybersecurity awareness and like vigilance among the employees. So by this we'll be moving ahead to our next slide. So today is all about giving you a quick walkthrough of our new product, Threatcop Admin, and its features. And we'll do that by taking you through a story of Hari. So basically, we'll dive you into the Hari's journey. So how he faces the challenges and how he encountered using our solution. So let me first introduce you to Hari. So Hari is just one of the people security management expert. He's like hardworking and like diligent. He manages multiple tasks daily, but like here's the catch: he's dealing with a few challenges every day. So basically, the struggles of many applications and individual logins. So like you can see, first of all, he had to log in separately to each applications. So which was just a huge time waster and honestly like pretty frustrating for him. Then managing all those apps individually, it was a mess and inefficient. Then On top of that, he had to manually upload users and groups to each application one by one, like which felt it was like a never-ending task. Then when it comes to handling integrations across these applications, things get even more complicated. So also if he wants to see the analytics, the data basically was scattered over like different applications. So he has to like log in into our multiple different applications to just get a clear view of the data to make decisions. Like it was very quite difficult for him. So I'll just summarize with a quick look of the slide. So Hari has to go with the multiple logins with like multiple applications. Then he was going through the scattered application management. Then this manual user and group upload, where he has to upload users and groups like manually again and again for each individual tool. Then there were these joint integrations which he has to perform for every application individually. Then he has to go with the fragmented analytics, which basically the decentralization of the graphs in each application. So these are the challenges like Hari was going through. But then Hari has discovered this Threatcop Admin. So what is Threatcop Admin? Threatcop Admin is it's a revolutionary solution that transformed the way he works. So with the AAP framework, assess, aware, protect, and empower, Threatcop Admin simplifies the chaos, by assessing his needs. So now Hari has just one dashboard to manage all effortlessly. Like he can manage all the applications seamlessly from a single platform. Like, and the best of all, he just needs to log in once. Yes, like just one time login, and all his PSM tools are right at his fingertips. So as you can see in the slide now, this Threatcop admin, you can manage users and management from here. You can have custom user field management, which like we'll be discussing like in the further slides. Then you can manage, you have your centralized integrations inside this. Then you have the centralized analytics, which covers all the analytics from all the platforms and give you inside this one unified product. Then you can manage your subscriptions, where you can see all the subscription, all the tools which you have purchased, like the license, the subscriptions, the plan which you have taken. So everything can be managed from just one unified dashboard. So let's move ahead and like explore the powerful features that makes Threatcop admin a game changer for Hari. So we'll move with the first application, basically the feature. So the first feature is the application management. So managing like multiple PSM applications was a daily struggle for Hari. So like different logins, like countless platforms, like it was a very time, it was a wasting of time for him, and the frustration was too much on Hari. But then like the Threatcop admin, now like everything got changed. Now Hari just has one login and one dashboard to manage all the applications seamlessly. So no more like juggling credentials, no more chaos, just streamlined for everything. So as you can in the slide now, you just have to go into the unified console, that is Threatcop admin. Then you can manage all the applications from here. Like you can add, update, like manage all the applications from here. Then you can also assign specific permissions to application, based on roles. Then you also have the feasibility to enable or disable like applications with a single click for easy control. And also you can configure application settings. So to make this more interactive, I would like to go through with a small video where you can see how this application management works.
Application Management. In the Directory section, navigate to Applications. Here, you'll see a list of all your active applications. To manage any specific application, click on the Manage button. In the Application Details section, you can view the users and groups assigned to that application. You can also assign individual users or groups to provide them with access. Additionally, you can manage identity access management settings, review detailed history logs, and synchronize groups seamlessly.
All right, so that's how Threatcop admin makes the application management such effortless. Then moving towards our next feature, which we have encountered for Hari, is users and groups management. So earlier, Hari has spent hours uploading users and groups to each application manually, like I've just explained previously. So it was a very repetitive and like time-consuming task for him, and it was pretty exhaustive for him. But now with Threatcop admin, like he can manage everything in just one dashboard, like from adding new users to updating groups. Like he can just handle everything effortlessly through a single dashboard. So like as you can see, when you go to this unified console login like previous, you can just go to Threatcop Admin and you will have the manage users and group section. So in the user and group section, you will have to assign your groups individually to each application. So you can manage all the user and groups, like which users and which set of groups like you want to assign to a particular application. So everything can be managed from here. So you can create, edit, deactivate users just like from one single platform. You just deactivate from Threatcop Admin, and everything, all the tools with Gelsync, the user will be deleted or edited from all the product itself. And also you can assign roles and permissions to individual users or groups, and you can organize users like into groups for specific campaign or task. You can just create your specific groups and assign to the particular product. And also you can synchronize user data automatically with our like integrated systems, like we'll be discussing it further. Then same, we'll go with a small video to make it more interactive.
Users and groups management. In the directory section, navigate to the users to view all your users. To add a new user, click Add User and enter the required details. You can also perform bulk operations like import users, remove users, and export users. To create a new group, go to the Groups section, click Create Group, enter the group name, select the users to add to the group, and your group will be successfully created. Additionally, you can import groups seamlessly from platforms like G Suite, Azure, and Active Directory.
Okay, so that's all about user and groups. Then we have our third feature in the custom user field management. So this is like one of the the highest requirements from our customers. Then we have just resolved it using our Threatcop Admin. So I'll just dive in you through the Hari story again. So earlier Hari struggled with rigid user tables that did not meet his organization unique needs, because every organization has their own unique fields. So customization was impossible, and like flexibility was out of reach. But now with the Threatcop Admin, like Hari can create custom fields like tailored to his requirements, like whether it's a department names, project IDs, or like anything specific, it's all customizable. So this feature gives just not gives the flexibility, but it also gives the control to tailor all the customization needs for the organization. Then as you can see in the slide, you have the mandatory fields and you have the custom fields. So mandatory fields are the fields like which are like commonly used by organizations, so it cannot be deleted or edited. But you also have the now feasibility to add custom fields. So depending on the structure of your organization, so whatever the table you have for your user table, you can just probably add your custom field, and your table will be tailored by your company, like customizable, and will be customizable for your particular company. So now you can create custom fields to capture like any additional user information. You can edit or delete those fields also, but make sure that only the custom fields can be deleted. And we also have the mandatory field option. So whenever you create any new custom field, so you can also check put a check whether the data needs to be captured or not for as a mandatory field. So going to the next slide with the video, where you can just you will be having more understanding of this.
Custom User Fields Management. In the Directory section, navigate to Users and click on Manage Fields to view the default user fields. To add a custom field, click Add Custom Field, enter the field name, select the field type, and choose whether the field should be mandatory. Once done, your new custom field will be added successfully, allowing you to tailor your organizational structure effectively.
So that's how these custom fields have like make much more easier for the the organizations to handle their user data. Then we have our next feature, which is the centralized integrations. So currently, like managing like multiple integrations across like different applications, like used to be a nightmare for Hari. Scattered platforms and like inconsistent workflows made everything complex. But now, like with the Threatcop Admin, like all integrations are are centralized in one dashboard. So he can just connect, monitor, and manage them seamlessly, like without jumping into between tools again and again. So like its integration, basically the management is much more simple and efficient now. So you have one single dashboard access for everything. Then you have your streamline integration management here. Then you also have the seamless third-party tool integration. So let's dive into the video for this.
Centralized integrations. In the Directory section, navigate to Integrations, where you'll find all your available integration options.
You can easily connect, monitor, and manage all your integrations without switching between different PSM tools. We offer seamless integrations with Active Directory, Microsoft Azure, Google Workspace, and single sign-on, making it easier than ever to manage your systems in one place.
Okay, then we have our last feature. So since we have a very short time currently, so I'll be just briefing you the main features which we have. Other than that, like when you will getting this product, so you can just explore the tool, and we are really happy to take any feedback on this. So our last feature would be the centralized analytics. So earlier, basically, Hari, had to gather the data from multiple sources to analyze performance, like, and it was very time consuming and confusing for him. But now, as you can see with the Threatcop admin, all analytics are like centralized into one place. So Hari can just add preferred graphs from the analytics stores. We have just introduced the analytics store also, where you have large collection of graphs, and you can just customize your dashboard to get a unified view of the data. So which will enable quicker insights and smarter decisions. So now you can access all the analytics from one unified dashboard, as you can see, and you can just combine from the graph from multiple sources, say it's from a TSAT, from a TLAB, TLMS, and from TPIR. Then you can add preferred graphs from the analytics store. Then you can just personalize them. You can just drag and drop also to arrange the the sequence. Then it will also help you to enable like quicker insights and smarter decision making. Then it will also eliminate you by centralizing data from like multiple applications. So that's all with the last feature we have. Then we also be having a little demo of the product. I'll be showcasing you a little quick tour of it in the further slide. But before that, I'll just dive into the video.
In the Analytics section, begin by clicking on the Add New Graph button to open the Graphs library, where all analytics are centralized in one place, gathered from all Threatcop applications. Simply browse the library, use filters to find the graphs most relevant to your needs. Once you've selected your desired graph, click Add button to include it in your dashboard. Close the library, and your custom analytics dashboard will be ready, tailored to provide actionable insights at your fingertips.
Okay, so that's how we end up with our last feature of our Threatcop admin. But moving ahead, I'll just like to brief you about what basically the difference we'll be having the before Threatcop admin and after Threatcop admin. So before Threatcop admin, so Hari like had to manage each PSM applications individually. So tasks like creating this user in groups, syncing user data, managing integrations, had to be done repeatedly for every single app. So the process was literally time consuming, complex, and inefficient. But yes, after Threatcop admin, now like all the PSM products are like centrally managed, through this particular product. And now Hari has a single communication system that provides centralized access to all the components, which will eliminate the repetitive task and allow him to manage everything from one unified dashboard. So this is how the transformation of Hari with Threatcop admin. So Threatcop admin has not just simplified Hari's work, but it has also boosted his productivity and given him the peace of mind with all the PSM applications, users, and integrations managed in a single unified dashboard. Hari can finally focus on driving innovations and delivering results for your organization because of the Threatcop admin. So as you can see, I have a brief screenshots about how you can manage. So there's an application management, you have your user and groups management, analytics, integrations, subscription. So everything just in one place. So let's go with the quick demo. So just give me a minute. I'll just share my screen and take you to the demo part. All right, so this is the small brief tour of how our Threatcop admin looks like. So this is the first where you will have a getting started page where you can find all the products which you have subscribed for. You will have the license, the time left and the expiry date. You can probably manage and control it everything, the user consumption, everything. Then, as mentioned, you can go to the analytics section. So in the analytics section, you can add a new graph. So this is a graphs library where you have everything, centralized. You also have the filters where you can, find your dedicated graph according to your need. Then what you have to do is you just have to, add a particular graph, whatever you prefer it is. Then just click on the left side and see your graph is ready. So by this way, you can just add number of graphs which you want for analytics, and you will have a quick view of everything from collected from all the products like this. Then and you can see the left side, there's an application section where you can see TSAT, TLMS, TPIR, TDMARC. So now what you have to do is you don't have to log in again. So you just click on a particular product and you will be redirected to a particular product. So you don't have to log in again. It will not ask you login. So you can switch between the tools again and again. Just click on it and you will be switched back again. So that's how the application management is so simple. Like, just as mentioned, with just one login, you can handle everything. Then this one was the big part, which is the directory part. So this is the management part where you will find everything. This is all the data which will gather for the management. So this is a daily user engagement and this application usage, everything you can have over here. Then if you go on the application section, so these are the application which you have purchased. Then to manage any application, just click on the manage, and you can see you have the users and groups assigned to it. You can just manage everything. You have assigned users, just individual groups, just control everything. So whatever you control, everything will be reflected here. And the data or the user and data which you are seeing automatically will get synced with the TSAT. So now TSAT will communicate from here only. All the tools will get communicated from here only. So you just have to make the changes or do anything from here itself. Then you have the organization part. In the organization part, you can add multiple things. Then you have the users. In the users, you can add a user. So as you can see, there are no custom fields right now, but since if this mandatory data is not applicable for your organization, just go to the manage fields. Then you can see these are the current data which are default field which cannot be edited, deleted. But you can add a custom field. You can add a field name, you can add a field type, whether it's a mandatory or not. Just check in and your field will be added. Then all the users will automatically have that particular column inside their user data. So that's with the users. Then you have groups over here where you can see that it's a group name, then which group is assigned to which products. Then to create a group, you just have to select the users. You don't need to upload again and again. You select the users, assign the group, and your groups will be created that easy. Then you have the domains from here also. Then but I'll move towards the integration part. Then integration section, you can see you have multiple integrations here. You just have to integrate, configure domain according to your preferences. Then all the tools will be fetched from here. So all the data will manage from here. Then that's how we this recommend will work. So we'll explore more out of the features when we'll be when you guys will be using it. So at that point of time, we would like to gather the feedback. Then that's all with this new product. Then I'll be switching it back to the PPT again. So just give me a minute. All right, we are back to our PPT again. So we have a pre-registration for Threatcop. So everybody must be having this question. So what exactly, how you can get Threatcop admin? So we have a pre-registration, for this. So it will be only exclusive, for the early access. So after this webinar, we'll be sending you a mail or any form or something. So you can just apply for it. So the so only the clients or whoever registered first will get the early access to try our features first, because this is the beta version which we are launching, and we are really we would really help happy to get many people to sign up for this. So just don't miss out and pre-register for Threatcop admin. We'll be sharing you the link and the process after this, how to pre-register for Threatcop admin. So as we enter to our to explore our what updates which we have made into our AAP framework. So the first is the TSAT that comes under our SS model. So we have introduced direct mail injection, so DMA mail sending. So let me just give you a brief on what the problem was. So Hari was often faced issues with simulated phishing emails. So getting blocked by email filters it requires complex whitelisting process. So what we have observed is the process of whitelisting was a very tough job and was really hassle job for all the clients. So everybody gets frustrated while doing this whitelisting process. But to introduce, to tackle that solution, so we have introduced the DMI mail sending in our TSAT. So with this TSAT, direct mail injection feature, so like there's no longer a problem, for the phishing emails. So what it does is DMI bypasses the email filters rules, and directly places the simulated phishing emails into the user's inboxes. So by creating a secure link between the TSAT and like Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace, like whichever mail service you're using, so DMA ensures like seamless email delivery without like additional whitelisting. So no more like into the whitelisting process. So what how you can opt this? You can see in the attacker profile, the in the TSAT in the template section, there is a mail delivery configuration option. So while creating this particular profile, it will show you that whether you are using DMI or SMTP. So you can also configure it from the settings page whether you want to keep the DMI on or off. But like if you want to get rid of the whitelisting feature and then whitelisting this process and all, you can just probably off for the DMI, and like all the emails will be handled via DMI, and like all the phishing mail will be directly injected into the users inboxes. So like it handles the phishing simulation much efficiently uh, instead of this SMTP. So that's how the DMI mail sending we have introduced. Then we have a couple of more features which we'll be pushing into our product. But since it's a very short session, so it was quite difficult to introduce you to every feature. So let's move ahead to our next product, that is TLMS, which is the aware model. So in TLMS, the first feature which we have introduced is the audio playback in multiple languages. So, like if I talk about the Hari, so he always wanted, to make training content like accessible to a diverse audience, but language barriers, often made it challenging. So, with the new audio playback feature, in multiple languages, so learners can now easily switch between multiple audio options according to their preferences. So this also ensures like like inclusivity and like better understanding and enhancement like for all the learners. So now you can see that we have the particular audio option. So if the video supports particular multiple audios, so the audios will be displayed here. Like you can see here, like for currently like English, Hindi, and Arabic are applied for this, are visible for this. So the learner can just probably change the audio according to his preferences, and everything will get the data will the audio will get changed to his preferred language. Also we have the subtitle section, also automatic subtitle. Whatever the language audio you have chosen, just click on the subtitle, and everything will get automatically be converted the language. So then we have okay, then he said, then moving towards our next slide, TLMS. Then we have the hierarchical learners reporting. So in hierarchical learners reporting, so basically Hari often like struggle to like ensure that right managers to receive their employees like learning progress reports. But so with the hierarchical learners reporting feature, like Hari can now automate this process. So whenever you add a new reminder, so people who are using TLMS, they might know about this. Now to add a new reminder, we have a new feature just besides the this include managers. There's a hierarchical level section. So what it does is I'll just give you a walkthrough. So what it does is basically it will, if you select the level, so we when you upload the users list, we calculate the level, the hierarchy, the number of hierarchy levels which you have in your organization. Say you have a level up to 3 or 5. So take it like this, that I am working, so I have my manager. So if you select the level 1, so the my reports, whatever the my learning and my team learning or everything which have, so my report will be sent to my manager. Now if you select the level 2, so it will gather my reports and along with my manager, so everything will be sent to my manager's manager. So basically it will allow you to select the level of hierarchy up to which you want to send the email. So when running remind, so now when running reminders, like managers will receive learning reports of their direct employees. Then but Hari as an admin can even choose a hierarchical level as mentioned, such as maybe it could be direct managers or higher level managers to send a CSV file. So by this way you can just like choose your a hierarchical level, and you can opt for this, and the data will be, the learnings will be sent to, whatever hierarchy level you can select. Then we have the third feature, that is enhanced email template controls. So Hari always wanted, more flexibility to create impactful emails that aligns with the organization's branding. With the enhanced email template controls features in TLMS, now he can just do it with ease. So this feature introduces, like, improvised customizable options, so you can tweak templates to your organization fits, and you can adjust the layout, you can adjust the color, and also we have added a fresh design to, making these emails more engaging. As you can see in the slide on the left side, you can control the template type. You can now have the feasibility to control template header as well. Like enrollment confirm, it can be also changed according to your preference. Then you can see the receiver's body, like this is the first name and the last name. You can also select whether you want to send the first name or last name, because many organizations have the last name, as a primary one. So you can just select the last name also. So we will eliminate the first name, then you can only send the users with their last name. So that's how customizable it is. Then you can also select the theme color. Theme color is basically like currently we have our blue, our theme color is blue. But if your organization have any different set of colors which you want to, align with your organization's branding, you can just probably change the color and make it, customizable for your, organization. So that's we end up with enhanced email template controls. Then for the game section, we have exciting new games which we have added. So we have 4 new games which we have added. Then so let me just drive you through the Hari story. So Hari has always believed that, learning is more fun when it's engaging, and TLMS, just got better at making that happen. So we are thrilled to introduce a brand new set of games, designed to make learning interactive, enjoyable, and impactful. These new games are crafted to enhance your cybersecurity knowledge, or, while we keep the experience exciting and immersive. So whether you're solving puzzle, or, this multiple cracking codes or anything else, so we got everything for something for everybody. So let me just give you a little brief about what are these games are. Then I'll just take you to the demo also, how these games look like, and how you can play with this. So first of all, the game one, which you can see, the hack attack. So okay, so we have a 2 category. So first is we have escape room category, then we have a role based category, which we are, catering our games into. So the first game is basically the escape room. So it's a virtual escape room, hack attack. So the game immerses you into like thrilling scenario where you must escape from a locked room. So which we'll be seeing like in the next video. In this game, like you have to escape from a locked room, by entering a code. Okay, so to get the code, you will need to, complete set of tasks based on cybersecurity only. So when you complete those particular tasks, you get a code and you can escape from that particular room. Then other games are we have the cyber challenge. This game, we have this game already, but we are only serving to one role. But now we have added 3 more roles now. So these are the role-based gamification. We have expanded this category, by adding more roles. Like we have added like data analysis, HR, and the CX department now. So what happens in role-based gamification is the tasks are tailored, specific to your department and role. So if it's an HR, so the questions and the challenges will be specific to HR only, like the problems which HR could solve. Okay, so if you go with like the data analysis part, so the questions and the challenges would be based on the data analysis, so that the question would be depending will be related to data analysis, so that only those persons who are related to particular role can encounter those problems. So so it's basically designed to help you apply what learn directly to your area of work, and just to tailor your specific department needs. So now just give me a moment. I'll just switch back to my browser to showcase how this games works. All right, so we first go with the hack attack, that the first game which I have mentioned. So let's see how this game rolls out. So first step inside. Now you can see there's a door on the right side, correct? That's the yellow door. So basically you have to escape from this door. Now to escape from this door, just give me a moment. So you have to go through the particular, scenario. Like it would hardly take 15 to 20 seconds. So it will basically tell you what you have to go with, synchronized like, the data, your mission, like whenever you like switch on a game, you get this kind of, interactive session. So let's just wait 15, 20 seconds and we'll just wrap it up. Then I can show you how this game exactly works. Let me just switch on the sound as well.
Finish in time, you'll be arrested and could spend the rest of your life in prison. But if you pull it off, you'll become a legend in the underground hacking world. No mistakes, no second chances. The clock is ticking. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
Alright, so here's the preview video of it, and you just click on done and you earn your first point. Then, as I mentioned, this is the yellow door where you have to escape from. When you click on it, so it will ask you a code. So basically, this is the code which you have to find by doing a set of tasks. So currently, you don't have the particular code, and you click on it. But many of you must be aware of the mystery room, which is that's a physical escape room where you have to find keys and all these. This is a virtual room which we have created so that learners will have more engagement. So to find out the code, you have to go into the lab. Now when you go into the lab, you can see there are multiple tasks you have to perform. So so whenever you click on it, now you can see there are the codes which you can find. So when you find one code, it will help you out, to go into the another, task. So that's how it's dependent on others. So when you find the final code, as you can see, there is a green section over here. So whenever you get the final code, you just you have to go to the escape door. Then you enter the code over here. Then you will be escaped from them. So that's how you can play this, the escape room by solving multiple, challenges. So after that, we have another game that is cyber challenge. As you can see, I've already mentioned there are multiple roles. So I'll just go with one of the role. So let's go ahead with the HR department. Okay, then we have the cyber challenge that is for the HR department.
In this modern era, which is run by smart.
You can just skip it while playing it. And so to start the game, you have to click on the start game. And you have to choose your avatar. So based on your preference, you can just choose your avatar, whichever you want. Then you can see there are multiple challenges, to complete this mission. So you can only jump up to the, another mission once you finish your current, mission. So once you complete the first, then you can move to second, then when you're second, then the third, and how it goes on. So we'll just start with the first mission.
The HR department is bustling with multiple roles open across the company.
Goes on. So I'll just
Sarah, the HR manager, is leading the hiring drive for several positions, and she discusses the workload with her team in the break room.
I know we're swamped with resumes right now,
okay,
but each application is crucial
skip
for
this
filling
part
these
because
roles
it will
fast.
take a time to complete this. So this is how it works. So after the video ends up, so this is how it looks. So first of all, you have to enter the system. Now you see that he has received sort of a mail, and you click on the mail, and there's a mail. Then you have to go with the examine because the user will try to examine the mail. So the learner, when the learner will examining this particular mail. So there are the sections, as you can see, there are 4 sections like spoof domain, grammatical errors, malicious attachment, and sensitive urgency. So these are the 4 sections where you have to put the relevant like phishing or like relevant things if you want to put. So let's see, like I find this is to be the malicious link, so I'll put it into the spoof domain. So it's a valid drop. So if I put it into the grammatical errors, it will show you the invalid drop. So you have to put exactly the relevant data into the particular boxes. Then you have this sense of urgency. Then we'll put in the sense of urgency. Then also this we have malicious attachment. Put the malicious attachment over here. Then you can probably go with grammatical errors. So whenever you find some grammatical or something, so at the end of the whenever you find everything, you can just select whether it's a phishing email or it's a genuine email. So it depends on, after completing the data, after completing basically finding out all the errors, you can just remark. So basically the learner will be, taking the decision whether he has found this phishing or genuine email. So based on it, the learner will get a marks. So that's how we end up with this gamification section also. You can just probably go to the TLMS section, game store, and you can just play around with this. All right, we'll be having 1 minute for poll. So you guys can take just 1 minute. Then we'll just moving towards the further slides. Thank you. All right, so let's move ahead. So we'll be moving to our the third framework of our AP model, that is TDMARC, which comes under the product framework. So in the TDMARC, we have added the header analysis of a mail, basically. So Hari was looking for a smarter way to check into the email headers and uncover hidden insights to improve email security. So now with the header analysis of a mail feature in TDMARC, so his workflows has become more efficient and insightful. This feature allows TDMARC to analyze email headers thoroughly, extracting like crucial details, like you can see like the origin of the email, its authentication status, and the potential red flags. So by breaking down the SPF, DKIM, and DMARC alignments, Hari can now easily quickly spot the spoof attempts, like unauthorized email sources or any other malicious activities. So as you can see, we have extracted the SPF information out of the header. What you need to do is you just have to go to your mail and copy it to the clipboard, and you just have to paste it to our header analysis section, and our header analysis will automatically analyze all the email and provide you the details. So to find this section, you have the users who are using already the KDMARC. They can just go to the KDMARC tools, and you can find one more section of head analysis. So you just have to click on it, and you can just paste your record, and you will have your the data extracted here. So all right, then the last framework of our AP model, that is Empower. The last but not the least, the TPIR. So in the TPIR, we have enhanced our WhatsApp email reporting. So Hari was looking for the smarter way to handle phishing reports through WhatsApp, and now with the enhanced WhatsApp reporting feature in TPI, things like have improved much better than earlier. So now the AI analyzes the message blocks from the uploaded WhatsApp screenshots. So and provides a safety parameter for each message block found. So additionally, we have also introduced the contact section. So contact section, basically it allows the admin, to enable external users. So now you can onboard the external users also, maybe your customers or anybody. You can allow them to direct report phishing, messages through your, through their WhatsApp, and you can get their data. So as you can see in the slide, the user has uploaded, the reporter basically has uploaded an image which has two blocks. So we would prefer you to, to upload a screenshot of one block, or you can crop, while uploading it in the WhatsApp. But here, just let's take a scenario where you just upload a, image, and there are multiple message blocks. So our AI will automatically, take out the message, reads each block, and it will now provide you the safety parameter for each particular block. As you can see that we have processed, we have content processed. Okay, so we have found there are two blocks, then the messages you can see they have been extracted. Then based on the particular message, since for the demonstration we have used the phishing message only, you can see the description where it's showing that the safety parameter is unsafe. So now when our AI has analyzed whether it's safe or unsafe, our the reporter which has reported via WhatsApp, they will receive an immediate message or a result out of it, whether the particular the message which he has uploaded is safe or unsafe. So that's how we have enhanced our WhatsApp reporting, better than the previous one. So by this, we have concluded everything for this session. So I'll like to hand over it to Niharika for the further presentation. Thank you so much.
All right, so thank you so much, Adhish, for the detailed walkthrough of the products and updates. And a big thank you to all of you for your time and attention today. So we hope you found the presentation insightful, and that the updates and new features we shared will add real value to your expertise and experience with Threatcop's product. So before we move into the QA session, I would like to point out like two of the QR codes displayed on the screen. So by scanning one, you can book a demo to learn more about how our solutions can benefit you. And the other is for sharing your feedback, which help you understand your needs and better to continue improving our product. So now we would love to hear your thoughts. So if you have any questions or feedbacks, please do not hesitate to share with us. Now we are here to help you and we'll do our best to answer any queries or questions you may have. So let's open the floor for the QA session. Okay, so you guys can like raise your questions over the chat. So I'll be reading out them loud so that Adhish can answer all them. All right, so I can see the first question from Lenovo. So he's asking, okay, so like he's thanking us and our team for an amazing, thank you so much for that. And Nitin Jain is like asking, so if groups are already created and if we sync with G Suite or Office 365, then will it create duplicate user?
Okay, so Nitin, so if you like now if you have if you integrate your the current products with Threatcop Admin, so everything will be managed from the Threatcop Admin itself. So so it will not a duplicate user. So whenever you sync, will automatically the Threatcop Admin will take out the unique users and it will be showing you all the user and data gathered into a single place. So like you don't have to worry about this after, like if you're saying from TSAT, TLMS somewhere else, it will get duplicate or not. So there would be no duplicate user issue. You just have to sync from your data, the current data. So whichever the tool you are using, you just have, so you will have a bar over there after we launch this. You will have a bar where you can integrate it. So the moment you start integrating it, the Threatcop admin will start checking out the users like which you have currently. So it will automatically get synced into the Threatcop admin. So you just have to click once the integrate, and all the operations of this user and groups will be performed by Threatcop admin only. You don't have to worry about the duplicate data. Thank you.
All right. So Rohit is also asking that how does the licensing work for TLMS?
Okay, so Rohit, licensing for the TLMS, licensing works basically based on the users. So the number of users which you have, purchased. So only those number of users you can, upload to the users. And if you're talking about the sessions, I would, take it as a campaign. I guess you are talking about the campaigns, like how many campaigns you can do in a year. So there's no limit on the campaigns. You can like run, as many campaigns as you want, as many courses as you want. The license only works on the number of users which you can run at particular time. So like if you have taken license for 1000 users, you can only upload 1000 users on our TLMS platform, and you can just run 1000 users at a particular time for the campaigns. And also the licensing, basically in the TLMS section, our licensing is basically based on the content section more. So the content packages which you opt for, maybe the number of courses, the number of infographics. So every content, the content you purchase, so that's which it works on the license part. So for the license part of the TLMS, it just works on the like users part, and you can like run no matter how many campaigns in a year. So we don't have any restrictions on that.
So next question is from Mandeep Sahani. So he is asking that in centralized dashboard, can we enroll third-party SaaS solution too? So we can manage multiple SaaS login from it.
Okay, so Mandeep, in the centralized dashboard, you can enroll the third-party tools, but we are still exploring what which permissions which we can opt for. Obviously, we want to go with this also, where you can have multiple SaaS login. So you can even use our particular, we have in the roadmap where you can use our platform as identity provider also. But as of now, the integrations which we have provided you can use those integrations, and by like down the line, like we are integrating much more integrations where you can enroll the third party, where you can manage multiple SaaS login from it. So yes, we do have this in the roadmap, but currently you can just manage the integrations which we are offering, but we do have this in the pipeline, so we'll be doing it very soon.
All right, so I hope you got your answer. So next is Saurabh Jain, who is asking that, is there any portal to know more about product related trainings?
Okay, for the product related trainings, we have our, the help desk. So our the sales team or the support team will reach you out for how you can get the trainings. Or apart from that, we also provide you the trainings part in a TLMS. In the TLMS, you can have whenever you onboard a new user, we do provide the trainings via TLMS also, where you will find how our product works. So you can go through those videos and you can watch out how our product works. Apart from that, you can always connect to our support team if you are like having any trouble understanding any of the product.
And Mr. Kaushik Das is asking that if SME's language is supported.
Okay, so currently we don't support SMS language, but depending on the requirement and depending on how many requirement we have to support this, so we have a dedicated content team which will create the videos dedicated to those particular language. And also we are trying to work on the AI part also, where if we where the audio could be generated from the AI to cater multiple languages. But currently what we have to do is we have to create a particular video in the SMS language only. Our team, we have to do it. So currently we don't support this particular SMA. We don't have it currently. But if you have any requirement, like this, you can reach out to the sales team or customer success team, and we can just probably work around it.
Next, Mr. Rupesh Kumar is asking, Threatcop products are used for awareness users on cybersecurity attacks.
So Threatcop products are basically there are multiple products. So as I have already mentioned the AAP model. So if you buy the TSAT, you will be you will first assessing the user. So Threatcop part is basically tells you like how much you are vulnerable, how much your employees are vulnerable. So by that you have to go with our second product, assess, that's aware part. By the awareness part, we educate the victims, telling them about what are the cybersecurity challenges they have, how attacks could be happen and how they should eliminate and how they could tackle with these kinds of attacks. So there's comes the awareness part. So that's how these two products go one in one. But yes, if you ask in one go, Tracker you for awareness only. We these products allows the users to get aware about the daily cyber attacks which are going on.
All right, then the next question is Arnav is saying that if you could explain the TPIR, like he couldn't understand the purpose of TPIR.
Okay, so TPIR basically it's a reporting system. So how it works is basically you like when you opt for the TPIR, you can just upload a user's list. So whichever mail suite you're using, whether it's G Suite, whether it's Outlook, so you will have a dedicated report button of our solution TPIR. So there itself, the users, your employees can report a particular email if they are finding it suspicious or something. So whenever they report an email, the mail will automatically gets received by the TPIR. So if you being an admin, you just have to go to TPIR and you can see the reported mail. Then you can take an action. So you have multiple options, whether you want to delete the particular email, whether you want to mark it safe, like that. So just taking a scenario, if you want to, like, you find it suspicious, you find it like it was a really phishing email which was reported by your employee, so you just have to delete it. So what TPR makes it easy. So the email which which you have marked as to be deleted. So all the email, if the email is received by any of the employee, like maybe that email has been circulated to received by more hundred of the employees. So you just have to mark it one click that you want to delete it, delete the particular email. Then the email will automatically be deleted from all the inboxes. So we have the control of the inboxes to delete the particular mail. So if you mark it deleted, the email will automatically get deleted from the email. So basically, if like one, or even if one person is aware about has reported a particular email and has found it suspicious, so your one action can benefit the other employees, other users also who have received the same email. So that's how TPI empowers the reporters, the users to empowers to basically to report anything they find it suspicious.
So now Ashish is curious, like he wants to know that how many games are available for the training purpose? And like, is there any way, like, if we can create all these games, and what are the tools that we use to create them?
Niharika, can you just repeat again?
Sure, sure.
I just missed
So,
out the question.
yeah. So, like, Ashish wants to know that how many games are available for the training purpose, and like, is if there is any way that we can create any of these games, and like, what are the tools that we use to create
Okay,
games?
so currently we have 6 games which we have in our portal. But unfortunately, you cannot create a game in our platform because we also create our game at our backend and we just upload it. So you can just play around, the games which we have developed. So you can use you can use the library, and you can just play the game. But also to answer that, we have more games in the pipeline. We are trying to add more and more games to the game section. So currently we are serving like five games, but we have in the pipeline, if I talk you in a very brief, we have the KBC game. Then we have more role-based games. Currently, we cater to 4 roles as there's in the portal. Then we are, creating more games depending on the more roles which we have. Maybe it's a developer, maybe it's a marketing analyst. So like that, we are creating more role games. Then we also developing the snake and ladder game for this. So we are, enriching our library for the game section as well, because the game section we have just introduced, 4 to 5 months back. So, but yeah, like we are working on it, and we'll try to cater, as many games as possible, so that you don't feel any shortage of any games. Yeah. But currently, you have to play our games only. You don't have the feasibility to use it.
Next question is Mohammed Tahir. Like, he wants to know a little more about customization. So he wants to know that like, if he can manage it in the same license, or is it's like he needs to pay extra for that, additional price for that.
Okay, for the customization section, so I don't know what exactly plan you have, but if you opt for any, a premium service, any premium feature which we have, which is not in your plan, so you might have to pay for the additional price. So I might not be the, the right person to answer that. You might, might reach out the customer success team or sales team. They can probably, help you out with the price section. Thank you.
Kaushik Das is back again, I believe. So he wants to know that can our internal content be customized by Threatcop into interactive videos, learning videos?
Okay, so Kaushik, can our interactive contents be customized by Threadcop? Interactive content. Kaushik, so I really don't understand exactly what you mean to be, but what I understand is whether you want the contents to be customized to a video or not. But like currently, like if I take a scenario of like an infographic or something, obviously you cannot convert to video has a very different section. We have a dedicated team who are creating the videos, and we upload it where we upload it on your particular account. So you can just use those videos to run your campaign, or make your team learning out of it. But currently you cannot use any of the particular section and convert it to a video. Kaushik, okay, so we have some contents which we want to convert to infographics. Okay, Kaushik, yeah, obviously you can touch with our sales team, and so whenever it reaches to me, I'll just help you out on this. Okay, so I have to understand what exactly some contents you are meaning of, right? So you can just probably concern like touch with the sales team, and I'll love to help you out on this. For Priyanshu, how does WhatsApp reporting in TPIR help organizations streamline incident report process and improve real-time communication like during a threat? So how does it empowers is basically, obviously, when you give the power to report to the employees, so you don't have to deal with telling them again like do this, or making educate. So just giving them the control to report anything which they find suspicious is what you can provide them for quick response. So if you provide your users with our TPI solution, with that, if they have that one click to report a particular email, obviously it will help your organization streamline with these particular incident which you are talking about. Because currently, if he finds any of the email suspicious or something, so in ideal scenario he might be reaching out his manager, he might be reaching out to your HR department or somebody else, concerned person. But with the TPIR, you give the power to report, so you will have that add-on. So by this way, you give them the visibility to report any of the emails, so they just don't have to come back to you. By this way, they can also increase their awareness regarding the cyber threats which are going on, and they can probably report it. And obviously they also get to know what happened to their email when they have reported, so they will get much more confidence about what they have reported also.
All right, so we are done with our Q&A round as well. So as we wrap up, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for joining us today. Your like participation truly means a lot, and we are excited to keep growing and moving forward together. Also, please mark your calendars for our next session scheduled for July 15, 2025. We cannot wait to meet you again and continue building our everything that we have achieved so far. So thank you once again for being with us. I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Also, do not forget to share your feedbacks. You can also scan this QR code to give your feedbacks or like to see the demo again.